With your Solent Sports News headlines. Oscar Pistorius has been granted parole almost 11 years after murdering his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp. The parole will take place in effect from January for the former Paralympic champion. The South African was given a 13-year sentence in 2016. Chelsea found their first win of the Women's Champions League group stage, beating Paris FC 4-1, thanks to a Sam Kerr hat-trick. The win puts them second in their group on 4 points after 2 games. Emma Hayes had high praise for her Australian talisman.
I fancied her to score a hat-trick tonight. I said it to Paul in the dressing room before the game. I felt like she don't get credit for all the other little bits she does, and while she's not, by her standards, top yet, I don't know anyone who just puts the ball away like she does. She really is. She's so alert and so decisive with her movement.
Arsenal women beat Southampton in the FA Women's Super League Cup group stage. The Gunners needed a 92nd minute winner from Amanda Ilstedt to snatch victory in front of a record attendance of over 13,000 at St Mary's last night. Saints manager Marianne Spacey Kelly was thrilled with the turnout.
Yeah, the support was fantastic, over 13,000 tonight, and Arsenal's going to be a big draw, isn't it? But the fans did come out and supported us throughout the whole 90 or 100 minutes in the end, wasn't it? But I think that's something we've got to keep building on, and credit to the club, the process that they've gone through over the last few weeks to get that number in. That's the support we want week in, week out, and to continue building that. Before the Premier League starts up tomorrow, the EFL Championship returns tonight with the Yorkshire Derby. Managerless Rotherham come off the back of a 5-0 defeat to Watford, with interim manager Wayne Carlisle looking to steady the ship before the Millers hire a new coach. Daniel Farke's start to life at Leeds has been positive as they look to claim superiority at the New York Stadium tonight. After another long 2-week international break, the Premier League is back with a bang. Manchester City and Liverpool face off in a top-of-the-table clash this Saturday lunchtime at the Etihad. Pep Guardiola's side has been given a big boost as star striker Erling Haaland was pictured in training yesterday. Meanwhile, Liverpool quartet of Curtis Jones, Ibrahima Konate, Joel Matip and Ryan Gravenberch all return. Whoever wins the fixture will likely top the table, a hard task for Liverpool, who haven't won at the Etihad in over 5 years. Mikel Arteta will take charge of his 200th game on Saturday against Brentford. The Spaniard boasts the highest win percentage of any manager to reach that milestone for the club, since arriving from Manchester City almost 4 years ago. I'm joined by Arsenal correspondent Tom Humphreys to discuss Arteta's reign. So Tom, during Arteta's reign at the club, how do you think he's fared in changing the culture of the club?
So I think one of the main things was getting younger players into the team. So signing the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Tomiyasu, as well as Aaron Ramsdale, getting a young core into the team, that's really helped change the culture, because there was players like Ozil and Aubameyang on high wages, and they were getting older, and I think that's really helped Arsenal progress in the league. Definitely.
Do you think Arteta's won enough trophies for his win percentage that he's obviously acquired?
Well, I think the FA Cup one was a bit of a surprise when it did come, and obviously the Community Shield, there's questions whether that really counts as a real trophy. But last year they sort of unexpectedly challenged for the title. I think where they let themselves down maybe was in the Europa League. There was a real opportunity to win some silverware, and the domestic cups, they always seem to struggle. Since that FA Cup win in 2020, they've really struggled to get any consistency in those.
Brilliant. Thank you, Tom.
No worries, thank you.
We went to the Cheers stunt group training to test ourselves at a few lifts and tricks, putting ourselves in the shoes of the brave flyers at Solent University.
To find out how difficult stunt cheerleading actually is, a couple of our reporters took their turn.
Okay. Wait, what minute? We're cleaning.
So am I just doing the same thing as before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, up, 3. Hey guys! 5, 6, 7, clean. 1, 3, 5. Nice. Oh my God.
More to follow at 3:30.
The Dallas Cowboys thrashed the Washington Commanders 45-10 in the second of 3 NFL Thanksgiving games in an NFC East matchup. Darren Bland set an NFL record in the blowout by recording his 5th interception that he returned for a touchdown. Elsewhere, the San Francisco 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks, while the Green Bay Packers upset the Detroit Lions in the first game of the day. Formula One bosses have decided to change the format of sprint races. The new format is still undecided, but it is thought that the sprint race would take place before qualifying for the main Grand Prix. Another change that has been proposed is to add a cooling duct so drivers aren't exposed to such extreme heat as they have done previously. This follows calls for improved driver safety following races that have seen drivers pass out and throw up during races. That's all we have time for today. Join us in an hour again for more Solent Sports news and make sure to follow our website at solentsports.com.